Quick revising is simple and minimal. The point of quick revising is to make a cut, clean, and clear professional final draft.
It doesn't have to be your best work. It just has to be clear, easy, and if possible, even a pleasure to read.
A lot depends on having the right spirit, almost businesslike and detached.
If you are too worried about what you wrote or too involved with it, you will have to work overtime to get the right spirit.
You need to stand outside yourself and be someone else.
If a piece is for an audience, think about who that audience is and what your purpose is in writing to it. Try to see your audience in front of you as you revise.
It is not good to end up with a piece of writing that is quote-unquote good in general.
You need something that is good for your purpose with your audience. Next, read through all your raw writing and find the good pieces. Don't worry about the criteria for choosing them.
Put numbers in the margins next to the good bits to indicate the right order if your piece is short and comfortable for you.
It's fine to be intuitive. If the sentence or passage feels good for this purpose or seems important for the audience, mark it. Next, figure out your single main point and arrange your best bits in the best order. It's easy if you can figure out your main point first.
All your writing may be circling around or leading up to the main idea that you can't quite figure out yet.
If you're in that kind of situation, move on to the job or working out the best order for your passages.
The next step is to write out a clean but not quite final draft of the whole piece. This only comes after you have your draft of the main body paragraph.
And of course, as you work out this order or outline, you will think of things you left out like ideas or issues that belong in your final draft. How can you clearly or comfortably introduce something before you know precisely what you are introducing?
Just begin this draft with your first definite point. Even start with your second or third point if the first one raises confusion.
Or maybe you can use the good passages as they are and only write transitional elements to get you from one to another.
So it's okay because you have all your points in mind.
Finding your main point may not be as easy, but there is a good chance it will come to you as you are writing your draft.
On rare occasions, you might not find your main point, and it is at these times where it's hard to let your readers have a definite point to understand.
There are ways to go around this and make your reader feel like there is a main point.
The best thing to do is settle for the best idea you can find in your writing and make that your main point. What we will focus on next is a conclusion, which is a final passage that sums up everything we have said with precision and complexity.
While writing the conclusion, we will summarize ideas we have explained in paragraphs before, so we can sum up the point quickly and precisely.
Once you are done writing your draft from a writer's perspective, reread it again in the reader's point of view.
It is best to read this part out loud so you can identify parts that sound unclear or awkward. Reading it out loud will help you identify mistakes since you can actually hear them.
Last but not least is fixing grammar errors and cutting out unnecessary work.
Thinking about the whole process of quick revising, you should realize that the essential act is cutting.
It is better to give your reader mild disappointment with a short paper than a long, hot mess that they will stop paying attention to what's written. To wrap this all up, remember, the main steps in quick revising is to keep your audience and purpose clear in mind, to mark the good passages and put the good passages in order.
Also, remember to figure out the main points in what you're writing about. Add pieces that are missing in your writing and get rid of mistakes in grammar and usage.
And these are the essential points to make you revise as best as you can in a short amount of time. It may not be your best work, but it is better than keeping what you first started with.